We are going to talk about artificial intelligence. Yes, artificial intelligence changing the world. Learn it before it's too late. I hope uh, you want to understand about artificial intelligence. So, I'm going to give you brief, introduction at w3school.com tutorial, and I will explain to you what is artificial intelligence and what is the its subparts. What will we do to achieve expertise in artificial intelligence? Many people uh, are willing to understand about the artificial intelligence, but they don't know. Professional people don't know how to go about, how to work in artificial domain. Here it is a very good and best tutorial. You can go through it and learn a lot about it. Here you can see that this is the artificial AI part in w3skills.com. Machine learning is a subfield of artificial intelligence. That's true. Machine learning is a subfield of artificial intelligence. Learning machines to imitate human intelligence. That's great. Because human can, human thinking is a very important part of the human, psychologically. But you can see that the machine learning, artificial, is not a human. It's a artificial. Okay, and artificial intelligence comes with machine learning. If we train, machines, then we can get all, these things in a much better way. And here we can see in our diagram, artificial intelligence is called a narrow AI, then machine learning, and then neural networks and big data, deep learning, a strong AI. In this way, you can move ahead and get, grasp into your lecture of artificial intelligence. And so, what is in this tutorial? I am going to show you. This was my purpose for those students who want to learn about artificial intelligence and want to know about artificial intelligence in a quick time, and a uh, and want to understand this. So this is the tutorial at w3school.com. You can go through it. You can learn it in a very easy way. There are, very complex terminologies as well. How to go ahead, how to proceed in it. But if you go through this tutorial completely, one by one, I think you will get a glimpse of it, and you will be able to grasp the AI concepts here. As shown in the diagram, you can see it, artificial intelligence. Okay, and it is machine learning is a subfield of artificial intelligence. Traditional programming uses algorithm to produce results from data. So we are moving forward. We are going to uh, explain to you a few terms. What is machine learning here? Traditional programming uses algorithms to produce results from data. Data plus algorithm is equal to results. If we want also something in programming, we need algorithms, a set of instructions are there, and then with the help of data, we get results. But in machine learning, creates algorithm from data and result. Here, it's a data plus results to algorithms. We can get algorithms from data by combining with results, which we have produced previously. Okay, in this way, we can build on machine learning concepts. Neural networks, and then neural network is a programming technique, a method used in machine learning. Okay, and the software that learns from mistake. Okay, like a human, we always learn something, we perceive, then we think about it, and in the same way, for artificial intelligence, machine learning, a programming is a method in machine learning uses that basically it is software. It learns from its mistake. What are the neural networks are based on how the human brain works? Okay, here we can see that there is there are nets or there in pictures. You can see that here and below. These are basically neural networks. Okay, and it is similar to human brain. Okay, neurons are sending message to each others. Okay, here we can say in different color, in pink, yellow, blue, and so on. So red color, and they are sending one by one to signal to each other. While the neurons are trying to solve a problem over and over again, it is strengthening the connection that lead to success and diminishing the connection that lead to failure. Okay, so what does it mean? Because they are exchanging message for what purpose? They are going to solve it. For example, like a human, if we want to calculate some values of things we have purchased, so our brain is working, our neurons inside our mind are sending signal to one by one, and in the same way, it is through machine learning or through the machines that neurons networks are working, uh, and if we have a deeper learning neural network, it will create correct answers. Otherwise, it will create havoc or have failure into recognizing or answering correct answers. Okay. Next is perceptron. What is perceptron? Define the first step into neural networks. Okay. It represents single neuron with only one input layer and no hidden layer. That's it. Here, dear students, for artificial intelligence, for understanding this machine learning concept, perceptron, it is only one neuron with only one input. There is only one input layer, okay, and then hidden, no hidden layer. There are no hidden layer, and X1 is X1, X2, and then their weights are attached to. You can see that, and its program can be done. You can attempt it here. The programming has been also has been shown and addressed in this tutorial as well. But what is neural networks are multi-layer perceptron. Here we can see that in the simplest form, a neural network is made up from an input layer, which is yellow color. You can see above it, a hidden layer, blue, and then an output layer. This is a basic concept, in artificial intelligence machine learning. It's a perceptron concept. In the neural network model, input data are processed against a hidden layer, blue, before producing the final result output. Okay. Uh, we start from the yellow something it's start input data, and now processing is done and the hidden layer which are blue, you can see above in the above diagram, before producing the final result, which is in red color. We get the final result, but first we have to go through the hidden layers to process our input data. Okay, the first layer, yellow perceptron are making simple decisions based on the input. Each single decision sent to the perceptron in the next layer, which is blue layer. Second layer is a blue perceptron are making decision by weighing the result from the first layer. Okay, weightage is given to each layers in perceptron or layers are there. This layer makes more complex decision at a more abstract level than the first level. Okay, this is it. Its purpose is to make strong, the decision before sending it to the final output. Layer that is in the red color, which is the final result. Here we can see that input is for yellow, and then there are blue layer, uh, and this is a concept of uh, neural network model. Okay, what about the deep neural network layer? Okay, I hope you have got understand what is deep neural networks are made up of several hidden layers. No, and that in the previous case it was only yellow color. The network was of yellow color hidden layers, but here are several hidden layers are there, and one is yellow and other is also green. That perform complex operation on massive amount of data. Of course, if there is a huge data, it works on it. Each successive layers uses the preceding layer as input. Okay. Now yellow is input, but input is for the blue, colors layers. But when it goes into the green, now yellow are sorry, blue are the input to the green, layer, and then final output after processing is red form. For instance, optical reading uses low layers to identify edges and higher layers to identify letters. Okay, each for example, optical reading. When we read up an optical character, it is that low layer to identify edges has low layers identify edges and higher layers identify letters. Then after that, higher layers are just like here. A yellow can identify edge here in this example, and a higher layer that is of green color. It can identify letters. This is our purpose to identify letters. In the deep neural network, input data yellow are pre-processed against a hidden layer blue and modified against more hidden layers green to produce the final output data. This is a deep concept. First layer, second layer, third layer. So the yellow perceptron are making simple decision based on the input. Each single decision sent to the perceptron in the next layer. Because these are the yellow, you have said that yellow, blue, these are the perceptron. It's a single neuron. Okay. Each single decision is sent to the person in the next layer. Second layer, blue layer are making decision by weighing the result from the last layer. So last layer is very important. It becomes the input to the next layer. This layer makes more complex decision at a more abstract level than the first layer. Okay. Uh, as we move forward after input data, first layer has less complexity than the next. If there are a lot of hidden layers of perceptrons. Okay. I hope you got it. The third layer, even more complex decision are made by the great green perceptron. Okay, decision is just before going to the output value in the red. That layer makes the final and crucial decision. Okay, what is deep learning is a subset of machine learning. We have already seen in the you know uh, diagram that what is the deep learning is a subset of machine learning. Deep learning is possible for the AI boom of the last year. Okay, it is one of the AI boom of the. It's a very crucial concept of deep learning. We are when we are talking about machine learning. Okay, uh, so we call artificial intelligence is a superset of machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. In the same way, deep learning is a subset of machine learning. We must understand, machine learning first, then go to deep learning. Deep learning is responsible for the AI boom for the last year. Okay, it's responsible. Well, as we go into different, neurons, perceptrons, we make training. Okay, because training to the machine is very important, and if our training is so accurate and great one, that then artificial intelligence becomes a very crucial and great, for the humanity. Like we are nowadays, we are calling that these are robots. They are working in sections and kitchens and so elsewhere. It means that it's deep learning. It's deep, learning or deep neural networks. Training is very has become a great asset for the uh, people, for the humanity, for the working in this field, artificial intelligence. Okay, deep learning is an advanced type of ML that handles complex tasks like image recognition. Okay, when we are going to talk about the image, recognition. We want to recognize some specific persons. For the face recognition is there, or image recognition is there. That if we have trained the data with in deep through deep learning, through deep perceptrons, concept of different layers of perceptrons. So in this way, we can recognize it very easily. What is difference between a layer, machine learning and deep learning? Machine learning is a subset of AI, a subset of machine learning. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning. Okay, uses smaller data sets. In machine learning, we use smaller data set because there is remember that artificial intelligence is based on data. We train the data and we get the required results in our fields, whether it is a medical field, it is some textile field. We will have to train the data. So the smaller data sets, when we talk about it, it's a machine learning. But In deep learning, user uses larger data set trained by humans. No, but in machine learning, humans can train the data, but learns on its own. But in deep learning, we call it learns it out. It's very important thing. It doesn't depend on humans. Okay, you give data and it learns from its mistake, and it automatically keeps on learning through deep learning. It's simple algorithm. We algorithm set of rules and regulations are there for the programs. Create simple algorithm machine learning, but creates complex algorithm are part of machine deep learning. So this was our basic concept of machine learning. Artificial intelligence has these domains, these subdomain which is called machine learning, then neural networks, then big data, then deep learning, and then strong AI. If you go into this layer by layer hierarchically, if you want to become an expert in artificial intelligence, you must know about all these things and have a grasp into it. Then you will become a master in artificial intelligence. Because first we will have to understand machine learning, then neural networks, and you will have to cope with big data and deep learning, and that's way you can become a strong AI expert. That's correct. Okay, I hope you got it. And what this is a basic introduction. And if we move forward, we see in this tutorial artificial intelligence. Uh, what is it? Artificial intelligence is a contrast to human intelligence. That's great. It's a contrast to human intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? Just that machine can mimic humans. Okay, just like human talk, human think, human learn, planning, understanding. Like a machine can mimic. It can create copy of a human. Mimic. Okay, talking, thinking, learning, planning, understanding. Artificial is also called machine intelligence and computer intelligence. We can call artificial intelligence as machine intelligence and compu- uh, computer intelligence. That's it. And because main purpose is machine must talk like a human, machine talk think like a human, machine must think like a learning. We learn daily, and machine can plan like a human and understand like human. This is the way, and this is the concept of basically artificial intelligence. So what is its history? Arthur Samuel 1959. Machine learning is a subfield of computer science that gives computers the ability to learn without being programmed. Okay. This is a very great phenomenon. Arthur Samuel, IBM Journal of Research and Development, Volume 3, 1959. And it is way back in 59. Arthur Samuel told these valuable words to the community of computer science that it is subfield of computer science that gives computers ability to learn without being programmed. Without program. Wikipedia. This is the these are the definitions. Sorry, not the history. And Wikipedia 2025 artificial intelligence demonstrated by machine. Unlike natural intelligence displayed by human and animals, which involves consciousness and emotionally, because emotional and consciousness is the key part of the human. But machines intelligence is called artificial intelligence, which don't doesn't contain consciousness and emotionally. It is trained through data. Okay. Investopedia 2020 have defined artificial intelligence refer to the simulation of human intelligence to machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions. That's great. IBM 2022 uh, is a very good company, well-known company. Artificial intelligence leverages computer machine to mimic the problem solving decision-making capability of human mind. That's great. And then Britannica 2022. What is its definition? Artificial intelligence is the ability of a digital computer-controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings, such as ability to reason, discover meaning, generalize, or learn from past experience. That is great. So these are the definitions of the artificial intelligence. Here we go forward. Is a scientific discipline. Artificial intelligence is scientific discipline embracing several data science fields ranging from narrow AI to strong AI, including machine learning, deep learning, big data, and data. Narrow AI, narrow artificial intelligence is limited to the narrow specific, like most of the AI we have around us today. Just like these, this is called these. These are the concepts. These are the things which are given below in the series. We have email spam filter because we filter some emails which are not which are harming. We call email through spamming. There is the option spamming email. Text to speech. Text to speech is something narrow AI. Speech recognition. We can recognize the speech is also narrow AI. Self-driving car is driving is a narrow e-payment through electronic payment, just like our ATM card, okay, and also through apps, Google Maps, text autocorrect, automated translation, chatbots, which gives the questions and answering to the questions, social media, face detection, visual perception, search algorithm, robots, automatic NLP, natural language processor. You can recognize the language, okay. IBM's Dr. Watson, Apple Siri, and Microsoft Cortana, Amazon Alexa, Netflix's recommendation. Narrow is also called a weak AI. Weak AI built to simulate human intelligence. Okay. Strong AI built to copy human intelligence. What is difference between narrow AI and strong AI? Okay, we start from narrow AI. It can stimulate human intelligence because it makes use of human intelligence, but not fully copy or mimic human intelligence. But strong AI can do it, built to copy human intelligence. That's good. Strong intelligence, artificial is the type of AI that mimics human intelligence. Okay, it copies the human intelligence. Strong AI indicates the ability to think, plan, learn, and communicate. Strong AI is the theoretical next level of AI, true intelligence, which we call it true intelligence. Strong AI moves toward a machine with self-awareness, consciousness, and objective thoughts. Okay, uh, self-awareness, because if there's a machine with self-awareness and consciousness and objective thought, then it will be copying almost everything from human thinking. One need not decide if a machine can think. One need only decide if a machine can act as intelligently as a human. Alan Turing, well-known scientist, well-known, very well-known scientist, once told that one need not decide if a machine can think. Okay, you need not think about if a machine can think. One need only decide if a machine can act as intelligent as a human. Okay, if machine is thinking something, don't worry. But if it's acting like a machine is acting like intelligently, like a humanly, like we work in a construction company in a kitchen. If machine is doing so, like we are in today's world, we are seeing the robots are working everywhere. So this is the way Alan Turing is trying to convey to us some very important logic. So here at machine languages, there are different language. Programming language are very, very important. Programming language involved in machine learning and artificial intelligence, Lisp or Python, C++, Java, JavaScript, SQL. These are the very crucial, important languages which needs to understand it to grasp to move forward. Lisp is the second oldest programming language in the world, 1 year younger than Fortran, because Fortran was the oldest language, 1957, first language which came into in the working environment. But Lisp is the second oldest programming language. The term artificial was made up by John McCarthy, who invented Lisp. That's great. It's another, information for you, crucial and information. Lisp was invented by John McCarthy, and same the first term, artificial intelligence, whose name is prevailing nowadays, has also been, suggested by the John McCarthy of Lisp, inventor. This was found on the theory of recursive function. Okay, function which repeats itself, self-modifying function, and this is very suitable for machine learning program where self-learning is an important part of the program. Here, this is the core and beautifully explain that one. The recursive function, modify function is to learn from itself, repeat itself, and self-learning we call it. Important for machine learning and artificial intelligence because machine can understand and learn from its mistake. We give the data if the accuracy, we want to get correct answer, but if there is some mistake, it will try to correct it, and training is being done with that, and once its estimate is uh, real result, then the output will be very great. Our language is a program for graphic and statistical computing. R is supported by the R Foundation for Statistical Computer. R comes with a wide set of statistical and graphical data, for example, linear modeling, nonlinear modeling, statistical tests, time series analysis, classification, clustering. These are the very important mathematics and statistic terms. What is linear modeling? Okay, what is nonlinear modeling? What is statistical testing? What is time series analysis? All we must know and have understand of it. If one want to be in a if we want to be master in it, we must understand all these things so that we may proceed in a good way. Python is a general purpose coding language. It can be used for all type of programming, software development. Python is typically used for server development, like building web apps for web servers. Python is also typically used in data science. Data science, that is very important. And advantage for using Python is that it comes with some very suitable libraries. There are suitable library for working with Abre, NumPy, SciPy, for library for statistical science, Matplotlib, graph plotting library, NLTK, natural language toolkit, and TensorFlow machine learning. Here we come. So if we see that as image, okay, no. C++ hold the title the world fastest programming language. We call it C++. Because of the speed, C++ is the preferred language with when programming computer games. Okay, when we program a game, because very important, artificial intelligence enhances as the games for the children or for the human is getting popular. It will faster execution has less response time, which is applied in search engines and development of computer game. Google uses C++ and artificial intelligence and machine learning program for SEO, search engine optimization. Okay, you know what is search engine optimization? Because everyone when searching in Google, the websites uh, needs to be searched at the top page or in one of the top pages. So it's a phenomena through keywords tagging. We can give such words, trending words, trending alpha characters or words, so that our search gives our specific website. If there is SU based working on our website, it will appears earlier in our search result. Okay. Shark is a super fast CPU with support for supervised learning algorithm, linear regression, neural network, and clustering. When we discuss about C++ library is a short, it's a supervised learning. Okay, linear regression, neural network, and this uh, ML is also a super fast machine learning library for C++. Java is another general purpose coding language that can be used for all types of software development. Very important language. For machine learning, Java is mostly used to create algorithm neural network. SQL structured query language is the most popular language for managing data. It can manage data. Structured query language is a very important. Knowledge of SQL database, tables, and queries help data scientists when dealing with data. Okay, machine learning or artificial intelligence without data is nothing, because we give data to the machine and it learns from data. We train on data, and we update modify data, and then it learns and learns, and it becomes so intelligent that when someone asks something or it works on something, uh, it gives almost correct or human like you know uh, human like action. SQL is very kind of a strong manipulating and data and databases. That's great. So, dear students and learners, we are similarly, machine learning JavaScript, machine learning example, linear graphs, scatter plots, perceptrons, recognition, training, testing, learning, machine learning data clustering, regression, deep learning, and brain. Yes, TensorFlow is a very important, framework tutorial for JavaScript scripting. So, similarly, example 1, 2, and then JavaScript graph 6, history. History, we can go through it. What is the history of reports, mathematics? It's very important. You can do it here to yourself. What is linear function, linear algebra, vectors, matrix tensors, and similarly statistic, descriptive, variability, distribution, probability. All these things are very important in machine learning. Okay, artificial intelligence. If you want to get grasp into it and want to become a expert in artificial, you must have understand all these things. Okay, from starting to the end, statistic, mathematics important, and then very important that you must have programming experience of programming. In language TensorFlow is important, and then all these regression, deep learning, and something you must understand it. W3 schools will provide you brief introduction. This was our purpose for you. This was our purpose to discuss a few topics today, and also show you that how can you proceed it. And then if you learn it and you go deep into it, there is a lot of knowledge on YouTube and Google and so on. You can learn a lot. So this is it for today. We will be back with more informative video. If you are new to our channel, kindly subscribe to this channel and also press bell icon so that you can get such valuable videos in time and future. So we are quitting, going to go.